Hey y'all, it's your girl Loyalty, so nice that you gotta say it thrice. And in this video, I'm just gonna be doing a brief explanation about conventional deodorant and the potential of it to cause cancer. And then I'm gonna be talking about some natural choices that I've tried over the years and what is my favorite choice overall, which is the salt deodorant. And I get my salt deodorant from Crystal, so I'll be doing a review of that. So we're just gonna work through a short list of 5 ingredients really quickly that people are concerned about inside of their deodorant. The first ingredient that we're going to talk about is aluminum. Aluminum is a metal that has the ability to cause gene instability inside of breast tissue. This is of concern to a lot of women because a lot of women suffer from breast cancer. And a fun fact is that a lot of breast cancer starts at the place in the breast that is closest to your armpit. So a lot of people thus feel that deodorant causes breast cancer. The second ingredient that people are concerned about is parabens. If parabens are present in your deodorant, it has the potential to interfere with your body's estrogen. The third ingredient that we're going to talk about is triclosan. Some research indicates that triclosan has the ability to interfere with the day-to-day operations of your own body's genes. The fourth ingredient that we're going to talk about is phthalates. Phthalates could impair the reproductive system in men. The fifth ingredient that we're going to talk about is fragrances, and fragrances can cause skin irritation. So now we're going to jump right into the Crystal review. The first thing that I want to talk about is the sweat factor. Do you sweat? Yes, I do sweat and I don't have a problem with it. I actually want my pores to be unclogged. When I used to use conventional deodorant, I actually didn't like the fact that my pores were clogged all the time and my underarms were super dry. Like that dry feeling underneath my arms, I actually didn't like it. So I like the fact that now that I use the salt deodorant that I can sweat. The second thing that I want to talk about is the smell factor. Do you smell? So I've used a whole bunch of different deodorants over the years. So I've used natural deodorants from Native, Nubian Heritage, etc. And I also tried to make my own natural remedies at home with recipes that I found online using rose water, witch hazel, all types of stuff. And I also even just tried to walk around with my own body scent, no deodorant at all, free balling it and just seeing how that goes. All those things were bad ideas. None of them worked for me. So the salt is the only thing that worked. The thing is with the salt is that just after one time using it, even 2 times using it, I saw a dramatic decrease in my own body scent. Again, I've walked around with my own natural scent, free balling it. And after 1 time, 2 times using it, I saw just a dramatic increase in how I smell when I sweat. Now, the thing is with the scent and the smell, this is where it comes in. You actually have to use the salt consistently. So I actually recommend using the salt every single day, 2 to 3 times a day. And you can use the salt wherever you go. Even if you're at work or you're at school, you can apply it 2-3 times a day. All you really need to do is just go to the bathroom, pat your arms with some dry towels or whatever, run the salt through some water and just apply it. It's super easy to reapply. It's not a big deal. And I think that the long-term benefits of using it is pretty strong. So I've been using my salt well over a year. It's probably been 2 years since I've been using the salt at least. And if I go a day without using the salt, it's not a bad scent. You actually can't tell that I don't have deodorant on. So the thing is with the salt is basically neutralizing your body scent over time. So I highly recommend using it consistently. And if you don't use it consistently, if you miss days or you decide to flip-flop between products and decide to use a conventional deodorant here and then this there, sometimes it's just not going to work. It's going to be like taking 4 steps back. So if you're going to use it every day. And the thing is with the 2-3 times a day, you're not going to have to do that for long. The thing is just making sure you use it every single day until you only have to use it once a day, and until you get to a point where if you skip a day without deodorant, if you forget to use deodorant, it's not a bad scent at all. No one will be able to tell. The third thing that I want to talk about is the clothes factor. When I used to use conventional deodorant, I had white residue on my clothes all the time, and my favorite color to wear was black. With the salt, it leaves no residue whatsoever, and I don't have to deal with that anymore. The last thing that I want to talk about are just different individual things to consider. One thing to consider about this review is that I shave. I don't know if this is really finna work if you have a bush underneath your armpits, straight up. The second thing to consider is that I don't really eat a lot of processed foods. So it's not like I eat McDonald's all the time, or I even stopped eating a lot of turkey meat. Like, I used to have sandwiches from the corner store all the time. I don't even eat turkey meat a lot the way I used to. I basically eat home cooked meals most of the time. So that's something to consider. And I say to consider that because, you know, if you speak to like the vegans tell you that your body scent comes from the things that you eat. And if you eat meat, you're gonna stink, like meat stinks or whatever. I eat meat, I'm fine, but whatever. I'm just gonna tell y'all what the vegan said so y'all can make your own conclusions about it. The last thing that I'm gonna say is that Crystal does have scented deodorant. So their deodorants do come in different scents, lavender, etc., etc. I don't use them at all. So that's something to consider if you're really concerned about you smelling when you sweat and that just causing like social anxiety for you. You can opt for a scented option and let me know how that goes. So I'm just gonna show y'all right quick what the Crystal deodorant looks like. This is the travel pack. You know, I got to do the YouTube hands for y'all so y'all can see it. So this is the travel size deodorant, pure salt, YouTube hands. And this is what the travel size looks like. Just so you know, there is a much bigger version. This is just the smaller one that I use every day and I like this size. So how do you apply it? Don't overthink it. You just need water, right? This is salt, it's dry. All you need is water to make it happen. So if you come out the shower, as soon as you come out the shower, you can just use the water that's already underneath your armpits and use the deodorant. You could just apply it. Or even if you dry your whole body or whatever, you could just splash some water underneath your armpits and apply it. Or you could run this salt in the faucet, in the water, and apply it so that it's wet and the salt can stick to you. Or you can just have a bottle of water inside of your bedroom or a bottle of rose water inside of your bedroom, and you can just spray and apply. Now, I know that we're doing a Crystal review, but at the end of the day, we're talking about salt. So if you don't want to purchase a Crystal deodorant, you can just simply use salt that you have at home underneath your armpits. Just rub it in. Again, the same thing. Make sure your armpits are wet. Rub in the pink salt, sea salt, whatever you use, and that's it. See what you think. Use it for a month and tell me how it works. Now in the comments, please let me know, are you worried about conventional deodorants at all? Do you have your own natural remedies or natural alternatives that you like to use, and if so, what is it? And if you tried the salt at all, let me know how it works. And please like this video and subscribe. When you like the video, YouTube will recommend this video to other people who are interested in natural alternatives. So please hang with me, put on that bell, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.